Welcome back to Library of Ruina, dear patrons. I am of course Kaiser Rohal, and I'm absolutely not as greedy as the King of Greed. But if you want to give me money, I mean, I'm not opposed to it or anything. I mean, it would be terribly rude to refuse, so I won't. Feel free to give me money at any time. So, what else are we doing today? Apart from giving me money, of course. I already equipped Netsack with everything he needs, because, well, there's no background lore to talk of, nor any abnormality battles to do, so let's do some more invitations. And Netsack is actually the first one to get a full complement of 5 librarians. That's nice. So unfortunately, Netsack, even though you are the laziest one and the most opposed to fighting, I will use you for the, well, at least near future. The 5th person is obviously equipped with Lila's page. And apart from her already impressive abilities, I also gave her a puppet skeleton and of course an extra speed die, because, well, Lila doesn't have that by default. I did consider to also give her Mind Hauler, so she also regenerates stagger damage, but, well, there's just no room for it. I think a puppet skeleton was a better investment. And yeah, that's the deck to go with it. Pretty self-explanatory. Heavy on the passive, not passive, defensive dice, and heavy on the draw cards, like 3 draw cards, 2 light regen, and in the hope of getting trash disposal as quickly as and often as possible. I think this should do fine, as does of course the baseline, puppet deck. Together with Lila, now 3 of the 5 characters actually have Health Faller. So yeah, I think this deck, this combination of decks will be very, very healthy indeed. And hard to kill, hopefully. So, what are we doing invitation-wise? I am curious what happens with the warp train in the end. Does it even arrive? Is there another warp incident? Well, let's find out. Oh, it did in fact arrive. And who are those people? That's a cool logo. Oh, I see. It is a W, like with the lines. What kind of mess it got into this time? Looks like the puppeteer was right. It is working as intended.
모든 승객들이 합장을 한 채 제자리에 다소곳하게 앉아 있었으니.
Huh. That went way easier than what we saw. She's cute.
맞아. 대부분은 서로 내장으로 기차놀이를 하며 지랄을 하던데.
I guess it was made even worse by the addition of the puppeteer and his assistant. I'm still not quite sure who the nurse was, or if he even saw her before.
교육 영상으로 봤겠지만 각오는 해둬라 신입. 난 아마 평생 워프 열차는 못 탈 거야.
Yeah. Even then, man, since you know what very likely happened, it's still an incredibly uncomfortable feeling.
너 같으면 이런 꼴 잘도 타겠다.
이봐, 준비 다 됐어. 열차 정도는 시작할 거야.
Cleanup, warp cleanup agent, huh?
문 열어. 신입, 매뉴얼대로만 하자고. 매뉴얼대로만.
So what do they do?
이번엔 꽤나 전형적인데.
마스크를 썼는데도 냄새가 코를 콕콕 찌르는 기분이에요.
Yeah, I can imagine.
당신 살아는 있는 거지?
모든 살을 뼈 표면적을 최대한 넓힌 후 고통을 느끼려고 하는 의지를 보인다. 이 유형은 자살자에 해당하네요.
She is taking this pretty well.
이 녀석
아,
보니까 괜찮은데? 영상으로 봤어도 현장에 오면 되게 토하고 기절하는데.
Educational footage, holy hell.
23구 출신이라잖냐?
I think I asked it every time it's mentioned. That's the cannibal district, right?
이것보다 더하다고 할 수 없지만 이 정도는 꽤 봤거든요.
Ha! Okay.
자, 정리정돈 담당 요원들 각자 맡은 열차 칸에 유전인자 식별하고 승객들 원래 위치로 돌려놔.
Okay.
이 곤죽인 눈 돌아가는 거 봐. 난 아직도 적응 못하겠어. 언제까지 일을 하려나?
And they managed to fix all of this? Huh.
정리요원 그만두면 퇴직금 받고 기억 속어 절차랬죠.
넌 그 말 그대로 믿냐? 뒷골목 출신이면 쎄한 거 알잖아.
So even the corporations aren't trustworthy? Well, not with the life of their employees, I guess.
거짓말이라는 건가요?
We've seen as much in Labortimicor.
보나마나 어딘가로 끌려가서 쥐도 새도 모르게 죽여버리겠지.
But he is really pessimistic about all this.
내가 이런 말 했던 거 비밀. 안 그래도 이번 인사평가가 별로였어서. 농담인가 알지?
이 일 끝나고 선배가 저녁 안타 쏘면 고려해보도록 하죠. 곱창 전골 어때요?
I have no idea what that is.
장? 로즈, 이 후배 점점 무서워지고 있어.
Well, okay. I did not want to know what that is.
정말입니까?
이래야죠 일. 유전인자 구분하고 자기 좌석에 대충 얹어 놓으면 되는 거죠?
맞아. 좌석 위에만 올려두면 현상 회귀 처리될 테니까.
What happens if they fuck it up and they aren't on the correct seats?
샘, 레스티, 지금 하던 일 멈춰. 우리
응?
승객들이 사라졌다고요?
Oh, right, yeah, of course, both. Actually, 3 times. Like Olga and her crew, the Mola office, the Love Town, and no, of course the puppeteer puppets.
이봐, 좀 작게 말해. 누가 들으면 어쩌려고?
어차피 보안 등급 최상이잖아요.
그냥 승객들이 아니라 1등석에 탄 승객들이 사라진 거야.
Yeah, I guess that would be particularly bad.
이건 상부에서도 꽤나 골머리 썩히겠는걸?
1등석 승객들이 사라진 것도 위험하고 시간이 사라진 것도 위험하다.
Lost some time. What do I mean?
할당량을 못 채웠어.
What?
W사는 날개가 된 이후부터 쭉 무사고였잖아요. 무슨 일이람?
기술자들이 여러모로 분석하고 있다. 일단 이걸 봐라.
These pictures are just weird. I guess they're supposed to be.
오, 이게 그 감정 변화에 따라서 중요한 부분만 기록해준다는 카메라.
She's way too excited about everything.
교육 영상에서 본 적 있어요.
뭐야? 중간에 자기들끼리 몸을 합친 거야?
저 사람 의사 같은데요? 저렇게 정교하게 몸을 붙이다니.
저 몸통 찢어서 분리해낼 정리 요원들만 불쌍하구만.
저 개체는 굉장히 높은 근력을 보유해서 유언들 중 16명이나 열차 정돈하다 죽었다는군.
Okay. Oh, so there were more puppets on board.
사랑마을. 자기들끼리 마을도 세웠네요.
We do not talk about that.
아까 의사였나? 정신적 지주처럼 보이던데 그 둘이 사라져서 저렇게
The
우는 건
doctorish duo.
어떻게 사라진 거죠?
이것도 봐라. 1등석 칸의 영상이다.
제가 누군지 알아? 야 임마, 내가 유사 임원 중 하나다 이 말이야.
Hmm. Yeah, but how did the puppeteer and the nurse disappear? Hmm. Because they didn't go to the library.
산채로 살을 꿰매고 실을 집어넣고.
뭐야 저놈. 하나협회로부터 연락받은 거 있어? 저런 조직도 있는 거야?
인형사라고 불리는 놈 같아. 뒷골목에서는 한가닥 하고 있나 보군.
등급은?
도시악몽. 비싼 사람들을 건드렸으니 도시의 별이 되는 건 시간 문제겠지.
That's pretty impressive. The puppets weren't that much of a problem.
그리고 여기 옆에 있는 이 녀석은 핏빛밤. 예전에 떨궜던 도시의 별 중 하나야.
Asked and answered what's up with his assistant. Blood Red Knight, huh? I didn't know you could get demoted.
떨어진 별이 다시 등장할 수 있어요?
아유, 모르겠어. 하필 왜 우리가 담당한 열차에 이런 일이 벌어진 거야?
중요한 건 이 부분. 1등석 승객들, 아니 하나협회가 인형이라고 지정했으니 인형이라고 부르지. 아무튼 인형들이 저 종이에 서명하는 거 보이지?
We actually can't, unfortunately.
그러네요. 엄청 예쁜 종이에 서명하고 있어요.
그냥 사라져버렸네. 뭐야? 저거야말로 공간이동 아니야?
Much better than the warp train.
바로 이 종이다.
It is a nice touch that she is putting the armor back on after she didn't have it in the office.
저기 선배님들.
로즈, 제발 좀 봐줘라.
우리도 이 종이에 서명하고 들어간다.
23구에서 개같이 굴러서 겨우 둥지에 입사할 수 있었는데.
We didn't even start the battle yet.
위에서
There will be plenty of.
정리 요원들 몇과 함께 도서관에 갈 거야.
There will be plenty of time to cry later.
만약 이거 명령 거부하면 어떻게 되냐?
퇴사 처리지.
정말 고장이 아니었군. W사 놈들 전부 알고 있던 거.
Yeah, exactly as intended.
젠장. 나도
Oh no.
이용한 적이 한두 번 있었는데
기억은 하나도 안 나?
전혀. 요즘 기술이 좋긴 좋다면서 감탄만 했지. 게다가 저렇게 태연하게 매뉴얼이나 만들고 지네끼리 농담하며 고깃덩이 처리나 하고 있다니.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
로보토미도 같았어. 그래도 다른 날개의 치부를 직접 보니 느낌은 다르네. 역시 별다를 게 없구나. 그냥 자기가 할 일이니까. 벌어진 고통은 남의 일이니까 태연하게 일할 수
One
있다.
moment.
이 내용이 책으로 펼쳐지면 대박일 거야. 세간에 알려줘봐. W사 이용하는 고객이 딱 끊길걸?
Yeah, they kinda need to get those books just to keep them secret. Yeah.
오히려 환영이야. 더 많은 것을 알 수 있으니까.
우리 관장님은 참 언제나 당당하십니다.
그게 내 장점이지.
정말요?
그래. 예전에 한 번은 열차 안에 왕국을 만들었다니까.
I can imagine that this job leaves plenty of interesting stories.
서로 왕이니 기사니 귀족이니 계층을 나누고 별짓을 다 했지. 마을은 약과에 약과. 반역과 음모가 판을 치며 왕국이 쇠퇴하고 충성심 높은 기사들이 나라를 구하려 노력했지.
그래서 어떻게 됐어요?
환영합니다, 손님.
잡담 그만. 이곳에 인형들이 왔었나?
She has interesting gloves. I am curious what their combat pages are going to be like.
W사 1등석 승객들로 만들어진 인형 말이죠.
She says with a content smile.
어디까지 알고 있는 거야?
Everything.
것처럼 그 책을 회수할 수 있습니다. 또는 다른 손님들이 워프 열차의 비밀이 담긴 책을 얻을 수도 있겠죠.
그러면 W사 망하는데.
당장 들어간다.
부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
So. Oh, come on. I can finally field a 5-person team and now I can't. Aw. Alright, so let's see. That's very random what they can do. Oh, I don't like such abilities. If you can't consistently use it, it's charge. Okay. So how do they use the charge? Oh, like that, for example. Interesting card. And overcharge. But they only have Ripple to use the charge. But overcharge is a pretty damn decent card in itself. Well, but unfortunately you do get immobilized. That's quite a drawback. But ooh, yeah, they are tough. Like, tough to deal with the cards. I mean, they themselves, they may have a lot of hit points, but their resistances are nothing special, and they do not have a second speed die. And they are all the same? Yes. Well then, let's get started. And we just finished handling those heaps of meat. Man, I'm dead tired. Is this overtime work? I need a break, please. Same thing. Okay. So, they start immediately with overcharge here and here. And show the arrows, please. And quick mode off. Luckily, it wasn't him targeting the broken dice. That would have been a bit of an issue. Let's start out harmless with Endless Battle and then Overcome Crisis. What do we do about the overcharge though? Phew, that's harsh. Do we have a mannequin somewhere? No. Ugh. Okay, we pressed flash for damage mitigation, I guess. That won't do anything. I mean, we can try. And puppet blockade. Let's once again try to take one of them out as quickly as possible. That's bad. We have no choice but to grab both of these. But at least that leaves Philip to go full on fire on them. So let's see. Oh, we did manage it. Okay, cool. Oh, even blocked there. Oh, that's going very nicely. They didn't get a single hit in and they get, immobilized, but that's that's worse. Ouch. Oh dear, they rolled really well there. At least it wasn't too bad. Oh, what am I saying? He is very, very screwed already. I can see the issue. Hmm. Yeah, use Laughing Powder. That's just a decent card. Okay, those two are immobilized. And now it's their turn to use the use Overcharge. Let's try and ink over against that. And you... Mannequin should deal fine with that. Yeah, they're already pretty much burning to death. The ink over should do the rest, if it succeeds. So for this one, do a Searing Sword and a Flash of Sun up. And yeah, help killing them. And then overcome crisis here. Just to be safe. There we go. Oh. Ouch. No! We lost. And staggered. Good. And I will mostly burn to death. Rewind and Ripple. Oh no, that's also a tough card to deal with. Actually, they are disarmed, so their defensive dice are weakened. So Creek should do fine with that. But I will keep the light. Ink over again. The defensive dice should mitigate the damage a little. Meanwhile, we just need some small attacks. Okay, Puppet Blockade here should kill him. Keep the rest. And a Forceful Gesture here. That should do fine. Ow. Lost a couple of co-workers today, but it still stinks bad. Always happens to us agents. This is a horrible job. I want to quit as soon as I can. If I fail this, the secret of W Corp. Same thing. Yeah, the Creek did fine. I think I made a mistake about the arrows. We barely have any pierce dice. I should maybe change that. Another overcharge. Oh no. You can do ink over here and overcome crisis. Huh, actually. Yeah, let's try a... Shit. You cannot do Blazing Strike. I always forget that he needs to be emotion level 3. Then try Crack of Dawn. Yeah, I don't see another way. And a Puppet Blockade for light regen. And I guess use automated movement. And Puppet Blockade. What are you going to do? I guess heavy peaks, but don't take over the don't take over the attack. That was a nice hit. Ah. Ow. No, oh shit. Ouch. I gotta give it to them. They can do a lot of damage at once. But now they are basically dead. We don't need to be concerned about card draw anymore. So just kill them. There we go. I followed the menu all the time. That's all I did. I don't want to die. I just got in the nest, became an agent. Ah, Yum Yum is hurt. Actually, I do have some slight problem. I really got to pee, so I will pause the video. Well then, continuing. So, Yum Yum is quite severely hurt. Her health bar isn't even on her portrait anymore. I do wonder, can I... Ah, I can switch her out with Haru. So, how are the named named agents? She got 2 speed dice at least, and resistant to blunt. That's bad. And she has quite a few chances to deal bonus damage. Oof. Well, at least it's not bonus power. They still have to hit. And they can, of course, charge. But what's that? Rip space. What the hell? So at 10 charge, it's a 99% chance to work. And all dice gain 8 power. Failure deal 20 damage to self. Oh, and that's cool. On Clash, win, draw 2 pages, huh? And even more power. Huh? That's a cool card. Dimensional Rift, Ripple, and Overcharge. Of course, Overcharge, well, immobilize and then into Rip Space, I guess, is the plan. What about you, Sen? No second die, but more Rip Space. Oh, that's cool. Draw 2 pages. I think you can do a lot of good things with a charge deck. And you... More rip space. And that the generic agent is just the same as the previous ones. I mean, and that's a interesting... that's an interesting passive. You usually don't want to do that, but, well, sometimes you have no choice. I am a bit iffy about leaving out Yum Yum. Her ink over is just so good. But, well, let's see how it works. We already had that. We're gonna go eat gopchang jol together after we get this done, right? Focus, both of you. We don't have much time. Let's clean things up as usual. Okay. Let's see. No overcharge to start out with. That's good. But I have to pay attention to the arrows. To make sure everybody everybody can respond to their attacks. Puppet blockade, I guess. Yeah, just mitigate it. And you're resistant to slashing anyway, so that's not too bad. A dimensional rift here. Repossessed flash will do fine. And light restoration. Yeah, focused on down Rose. With her second speed die, she is the most dangerous of the lot. Which of course will very likely mean that I will need to replay it to get more of her pages. And hey, we can try out trash disposal. And some light regen, of course, to round it out. So, let's see. Yeah, bad roll on the crack of dawn, but well, it worked. Ah, come on, roll better. No, that did okay. Ah. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Yeah. Philip, you usually do one-sided attacks anyway. Oh, Ripple. Now we are getting an overcharge. Oof. We can take one of these away. And when in doubt, attack Rose. Oof. Once again, we cannot do much against overcharge. Creek. And automated movement here. Also overcome crisis. Against a Ripple. We will try repressed flash. And it's unlikely to work. And you unfortunately cannot do one-sided attack only. Flash of Sunup. Another Flash of Sunup. There we go. Oh, come on. Oof. That was harsh. Ouch. Ah, come on, roll better. At least the one-sided attacks worked. Oof. Ow. Ow. Finally. And she is not staggered, unfortunately. I would have liked that. Another Ripple. That's a lot of attacks going at Igori here. You need light regen. I guess. Then yeah, you just use Blazing Strike here. That will do just fine. And a Puppet Blockade then against this one. Yeah, Puppet Blockade at first. Overcharge, oh goddammit. I am afraid to use Netsack against that because he might not survive it. So let's use Heavy Peaks instead. And you keep, you help killing this one. Yeah, keep the mannequin. Well, that worked at least. Boom! Come on. I didn't expect much from Puppet, from the Puppet card, but well, could have rolled a little bit better. Phew, 2 of them are staggered and Rose burned to death. Have to overcome things like this too, but that was my senior. Shouldn't let sadness get the best of me. I have to be calm right now. A rip space. Oof, with a 99% chance of working. Well, that sucks. Answer it with a forceful gesture. But we don't have to be worried. Philip will quite simply burn this guy to a complete crisp. You don't really have cards left. Just do nothing. We should be able to deal with him with the with heavy peaks and extreme edge. Also, you do a sparking spear to boot. Ah. No! I rolled too badly there. Yeah, they didn't even need the burn. I mean, that's cool. You reject anyway. Gotta hang tight. Thought I was getting used to it. Damn it, I knew this was a bad idea. So, what are you doing in your, well, most likely last round? I am so sorry, Leslie. I know it's your first day and all. That one is dead. It doesn't actually matter what we do. Just hit him with everything. Her. Well, that actually is everything. Sure. I mean, yeah, sure, you could fight back a little, but yeah, now you are staggered. I don't want to die, I just got in the nest, become an agent. Have to overcome things like this too. Yeah, unfortunately for you. I only just started a new life. Alright, that was that. We even got a single battle symbol. And well, at least 2 books of Rose and 1 of Leslie. Well, another one of Leslie here. I would probably need to replay it anyway.
W사도 로보토미처럼 무너질 수 있겠네. 그래도 무너지는 모습은 다를 테지.
Yeah, I guess losing all your customers except maybe perhaps the first class ones would kinda suck.
이제 와서 물어보는 거지만 네가 로보토미 코퍼레이션에서 반복했다는 그 계획 말이야. 그중에 엘사가 무너지는 것도 계획의 일부였어?
I guess they were supposed to end it all once they did a job.
비슷해. 엘사를 바쳐 굴레 속에서 얻은 깨달음을 도시의 사람들에게 나눠주는 것이었지.
Yeah.
어쨌든 엘사의 정신 나간 자폭 계획은 성공했다는 건가?
Somewhat?
아니, 계획은 부득이 실패했어. 내가 무너뜨렸거든.
뭐? 하지만 계획이 성공했고 그 결과 백야 흑주가
내가 언제 성공했다고 말이나 했어? 그저 끝났다고만 했지.
네가 무너뜨렸다는 것은 무슨
나를 멋대로 만들어내서 기대하다 어긋나자 부정당했다고 했지?
Yeah,
굴레에 가둔
a modest little revenge.
나 자신에 대한 작은 선물이었어. 차마 계획이 성공하는 것도 두 눈 뜨고 보지 못하겠더라고.
He did that stupid Frankenstein thing where he has a creation and then disrespects it. Ah,
뒤틀림은 원래 일어나지 않을 수 있었다는 말인가?
그럴지도? 도시에서 내가 그런 사정까지 봐줘야 할
호호.
이유는 없잖아.
that's kinda mean-spirited.
그 말대로야.
Oh, we... Okay, one possibility is, of course, to do another invitation. And there are 2 candidates for that. But I don't trust single-act battles anymore after we had the crying children. So I will instead hope that your swords battle is quick and easier, the abnormality battle. A funeral of the dead butterflies. Wasn't that the weird guy in the coffin? I mean, I think he gave nice guns, but... let's just try him out. But of course, his gun deck is quite obsolete, I think. So let's give him... Wait just a second. Before that, let's check out what we get from the warp cleanup crew. Oh. Only a single book of rolls, unfortunately. We didn't even get Rose's page. So yeah, I gotta replay that. It's interesting. We do get Ripple, and do we also get... We get also Overcharge. But do we get the... Ah, there it is. Rip Space, yeah. And it works just the same. But you need it in the appropriate deck. Yeah. I might try doing a charge deck. Or might not, we will see. But for now, let's properly equip your sword. With the usual suspects. I have completely abandoned doing unique decks for each floor, I guess. Yeah, sure. Maybe Philip will be more useful here than with the with Netzek's abnormality battle. Where are the Shear Association cards here? There we go. I mean, afterwards we can actually use his sword for a while. I do assume that this will also unlock his fifth librarian. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, the weird coffin guy. Swarm of butterflies sent a chill down my spine when it went past me. Many of my co-workers had laid down in that coffin. Yeah, those butterflies are cold to the touch. It gives me goosebumps. Stay alert. It won't hesitate to exploit the vulnerability. I could not read this in time. But while I wait for more text up here, let's check out his passives. Targets the enemy with the least HP. Huh. Long ago, people believed that they would become but beautiful beings with small wings when they died. Okay, sealing, apparently sealing speed dice. There's a staggered enemy. Oh no, use a mass attack page. Okay. A single coffin to pay tribute to those who had nowhere to go, carrying the memory of an empty faith. Cool. What can the butterflies do? Oh. Okay, we only have to kill the funeral of the dead butterflies. But they also target the enemy with the least HP. Oh no, they are focusing down one of us. No new quote yet. Let's check out their dice. Lots of attacks going for Eugen here. I wonder if it's proportionally or just absolute. I think it's absolute value. Not a single proper something. Long ago we had this. Oof, so many butterfly attacks. And we... Liberation from pain, that's not too bad actually. Oh, but they are slowing us down, so we cannot redirect. Grab this one. What is Guiding Hand? Seal a speed die target until the end of next scene. Oh, but if he loses, he seals one of his speed die. And he does more damage if they are sealed. Also Guiding Hand. This tiny text is impossible to read. Well, obviously it is not impossible, I just did it. I think, even though we win if he gets defeated, I think it's easier to first take out the butterfly, so we don't have to deal with such an absolute onslaught of attacks. So let's do it. Ah, shit. Now use Mannequin instead. And of course light regen. You will use repressed flesh. And puppet blockade for the other one. It is quite annoying that he will be he will suffer from bind then. Okay, we can take this over properly. But how do we do this? What can we do against a 3 to 8? Think over is impossible. I guess we need to... Oh, wait, wrong one. Right now, yeah, okay. Shit. Take this over and take this over? Fuck. I'm really not sure about this. Okay, the first one failed. That's the most important. And he's staggered. In the combat against the butterflies is going very well. Ow. Right. Do we have metallic ringing? Cool, now he is. Now he is staggered because he cannot use any cards, I guess. Oh yeah, all of the characters, not all of all of ours. If he seals himself, well, he becomes staggered. Good, good. Cool. I think we will use this opportunity to kill the butterflies. Yeah, do it like that. It's not that important. I think it will work fine. You are, of course, unable to redirect anything. This one will burn to death. We don't actually have to do anything. Wait, then do the Flash of Sun up to someone else. Yeah, like this. And you do automated movement? We don't really have that much light, so just do automated movement once here. Here and ink over and oof. Actually, you do. No, you can't. Ah, shit. Shit, both of them are targeting here. And here. Ah. Can't target anything, everything back. And no matter what I do, I only can take over once. One of those. Link over, I guess. And overcome crisis. That worked well. This frees our last librarian, right? Shall we give them a warm welcome? But the codes are the same. That worked well. Ah, luckily they still had a defensive die left. He is burning to death. Great, great. You get even better. So now he is... Oh. He is not actually using his usual attacks. What is this? Okay, that's just a single attack version of his ceiling attack. A single die version. You do Crack of Dawn. And a Puppet Blockade for light regen. You do a Forceful Gesture. Puppet Blockade. Unfortunately, you cannot actually do anything about that, but it doesn't do much, so it shouldn't be an issue. Ink over should deal fine with that. And of course a overcome crisis. This one is dead, this one is dead. So just go in with automated movement and light regen. Nah, goddammit, I could not defeat his ceiling attack. Peaceful death. Our work is done, so let us return. Yeah, all the butterflies are dead. For you poor souls who cannot stop grieving, I offer my condolences. Unfortunately, he now has successfully sealed one of the die. Not that it's too much of an issue. You know what? Be a little bit more careful. Oh, I didn't even pay attention. That's a ranged attack. So Blazing Strike should do fine. Oh, and I finally have enough emotion. I usually never have enough emotion left when I want to use it. And not left, I mean, yet. And yeah. An Extreme Edge deals with that. And you know what, why not just hit him with a Searing Sword as well? And an automated movement and some light regen. There we go. And boom. Yeah, that guiding hand had no chance whatsoever. And he is very quickly burning to death. Well, not only burning to death, but also burning to death. I mean, we don't really need speed anymore. Yeah, he is as good as that. There's a sun up. Ink over should be able to deal with that. Freak and puppet blockade. Overcome crisis. There we go. And he is staggered. And as good as that, I think. Phew, he couldn't do shit to us. Boom. There we go. Huh, no cutscene? Interesting. Did Netzek have a cutscene? I don't remember. Eternal rest. People believed that they would become beautiful beings with small wings when they died. It's a silly story, nonsensical too. Oh, I mean, that's cool. A bit mean-spirited, but cool. They say the mourner with huge luggage on his back had come to be a savior to all. Oh, that's nice. And there's usually plenty of status effects to go around. Coffin. He is carrying a coffin, a large coffin to pay tribute to the employees who have nowhere else to go. It's still too small to comfort those innocent sacrifices. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Sealing the speed dress is oof. Wow. Alright, that was our only available abnormality battle. We are even maxed out in library level, which I guess you cannot actually see due to my... Oh no, you can see it. I was wondering if the face cam is in the way. So next time we will just have to finish off these two invitations and we are basically done with Urban Nightmare. And also a few more general invitations, I guess. But how this will go, well, we will see about that in the next one. Until then.